Hi, semua boleh dengar mic ke?
Hello, good afternoon. Yes.
Good
Alright,
afternoon.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Adjudicators Room. I would like to also welcome Mr. Ramzan, Miss Azrina, and also Miss Zaira once again to this event. It is lovely to have you guys again back here today. And also, I would like to welcome our guests, who are Mr. Arif and also Miss Alia. I would like to ask, if it's not too much, hi Miss Alia, there you go, Mr. Arif to also to turn on his camera. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would like to walk you through the technical process of this event. So what will happen in a bit is that when it is your turn to be interviewed, for example, it is Miss Alia's turn, I would like Miss Alia to turn on her camera, but when it's not her turn and it's Mr. Arif Hakimi's turn, then Mr. Arif would need to turn on his camera. And the rest of it, I will leave it to Miss Suryani to brief you on the adjudication process. So I'm going to leave you guys here in this room. I'm not going to interrupt anymore. Thank you very much. See you guys in a bit. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much, Diana. Miss Suryani.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. Okay, I am one of the Adjudication Committee member. I will give a short briefing on what would be the expectation, what would be the process and procedures that we have to go for to this competition. I would like to invite Miss Gayatri to explain about the competition's mechanism. Miss Gayatri, over to you, please.
Right. Thank you very much, Miss Suryani. Welcome, beautiful, beautiful people in front of me. Right. So I would love to express how thankful we all are. Thank you for participating in Policy Newscasting Competition 2021, ladies and gentlemen. I hope, can you all hear me okay? Right. Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I think one of the most dreadful tasks in any competition is deciding the winners. And lucky for us, we have some gurus on board to actually help us pick the winners. Right, so I am going to share my screen and this is going to be rather quick. Right, okay. So it's here. So let's look at the slides that I've prepared. So in general meeting room, we have 6 finalists and 1 master of ceremony. And here, I think finalists have been briefed on the format. Moving on, so we have 2 separate rooms. One is the preparation room, and the other one is the adjudication room. Now here we have participant and 1 competition and adjudication committee. And we have 1 MC. Now here in this room, participants will be given an issue and a profile or a CV of a guest speaker. Now in this case here, we have two guest speakers and 10 minutes of preparation time is allocated in preparation room. Right, so when the 10 minutes is up, the technical team will then move participant number 1 to adjudication room. Now here we have it's the same, except for we have all the panel of judges, right? And here participants will engage in a talk show with the guest speaker for a duration of 7 minutes. And as Ms. Diana already mentioned, it's either when the participant approached one of the guest speaker, only then you turned your camera on, right? So let's move on. Now for calculating and gathering of scores, we have set up we have created folders according to the adjudicators, the 3 of you. So you are going to input your scores there. However, you will not you won't have to calculate the total score, because I have also um, dedicated one column to have the sums of the scores automatically input there, right? I think to give you a clearer picture, I shall stop sharing the screen and I should go to yeah, here, right? So let's have a look at Mr. Ramzan's folder, right? And this is the score sheet. So if you go to this page, you'll be able to see the the rubric, of talk show, and the range of marks are also displayed here. And you have all the criteria to for you to assess the participating students, and this would be the total score. Now you do not have to calculate the total score, because it will be done for you. So for example, say I'll just input some scores here, right? So there you go. The final score would be here, right? Okay, so I think I should delete this now. Okay, all right. So this is how we are going to collect the scores from all the three adjudicators. But in the end, when you are picking the winners, so we have champion, the first runner-up, second runner-up, and three consolation according to number 4 and 5, 4, 5, and 6. You will deliberate that according to all the scores that you have given to the participants. So all the three judges would deliberate, deciding the winners, right? Okay, so let me quickly just go back here. Right, so may I please ask if you have any questions? Okay, all right. So this
So
is
far we are
the
clear.
last slide
Thank
for
you.
today. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Azrina, for the response. Right. So for the final round, as I mentioned earlier, the adjudicators will deliberate the winning positions, champion first and second runner-up, and also position number 4, 5, and 6 for consolation. Based on the scores that you have, perhaps based on your feedback. You could discuss among the adjudicators to decide on the positions, right? I think, yeah, that is all. But I would like to also emphasize here that we know how much participants appreciate the feedback from our adjudicators, and your advice will definitely help these participants immeasurably as they continue to develop their skills. So with that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gayatri. Over to you, Ms. Suryani.
Thank you very much, Madam Ambiga. This is just a short briefing to our guests, Ms. Alia and Mr. Arif. Technical team, could you please show the CV? Right, okay. So, Mr. Arif, you will be playing the role of Khairi Jamaluddin. So, the student will be having a talk show or have you as invited guest, and they will try to elicit as much information and question that they can, and by engaging with you in a very interesting manner. So we hope that you would be able to assist our students in achieving this task, similar to Miss Alia, technical team. Right, okay, Miss Alia, you will be taking on the persona of Datuk Pandala Rino. So again, okay, the students will try to be as interactive and engaging as possible by asking you questions, and you can answer the questions as if you are Pandala Rino. Okay, that would be a short, and I think that would be all from me. Okay, the briefing is actually not that long. Right, so over to you, Miss Ambiga. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Suryani. Hello, hi, good afternoon. Welcome to all the adjudicators, Ms. Zaira, Ms. Ezrina, and Mr. Ramzan, and also to our guest speakers, Mr. Arif Hakimi and Ms. Alia Wahidin. I'm actually pretty excited for the final round.
Yeah, same here.
So we are still waiting for the participants. They are still in the general room. They still have a briefing by Madam Sri Sarmila. So after this, they will all be one by one. They'll be transported to the preparation room, whereby they will look at the CV and they'll be given 10 minutes to prepare questions based on the issue given.
Ambigai, so does that means
Yes, Mr. Ramzan.
all of them now in the preparation room for about 10 minutes before we begin? Is that the
No,
process?
all the participants will first be in the general room. So
Mhm.
they will be actually transported from the general room to the preparation room one by one, according to the turn.
Okay.
Lavanya will go first.
So I suppose Lavinia already in the preparation room, right?
Let me check. Is she in the preparation room? Not yet. Lavanya. No, she's not in the preparation room yet.
Okay, so while she's in the preparation room, we wait for her because she's the first one. But the second person, when she's up for the competition, then the second person will go in, right?
Yes, once Lavanya is transported from the preparation room to the adjudication room, then Lokni 1 will be transferred from the general room to the preparation room. So that's how the process will go on.
Mm-hmm.
So in the adjudication room, the students will be given 7 minutes for the talk show.
Okay.
Miss Ambigai, I have a
Yes, Ms.
question.
Sarah.
Do we need to give feedback for every single participant after they presented?
All right, now let me just reconfirm that with the adjudication committee.
Thank you,
Ms.
Ms. Zaira,
Suryani?
for the okay, sorry. Thank you, Ms. Zaira, for the question. Okay, so once the first contestant, for example, has completed her talk show task, okay, you will be given time to deliberate among the judges, the adjudicators, and for the feedback, okay, we would like to invite the chief adjudicator, which is Miss Azrina Amir Hamzah, to give an overall feedback at the end of the competition.
All
Would it
right.
right? Okay. Would it be possible, Miss Azrina?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised to be elected as a chief adjudicator. This is very new to me,
Right.
so I'm trying to my best to to present as the way you want it. So you mean as in the competition as towards the end of today's, right? Not tomorrow, right?
No, no, no. So for, this, what would happen is, okay, once all the six contestants have completed their turn, okay, we
Mm-hmm.
will be transported back to the general room.
Okay.
Okay, once you are in the general room, okay, the MC will ask question about what would be the chief adjudicator's feedback for the competition.
Mm-hmm. All
Mhm.
right.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, and Ms. Azrina, when you are going to start giving feedback, can you please begin your sentence with "Thank you, Mr. Faris," because we are going to assume that the question was asked by our MC, named Mr. Faris.
Oh, okay.
Okay, itu je.
All
That's
right.
all. All right. Okay.
Okay, noted.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Azrina, and Mr. Ramzan, and
No
Ms.
problem.
Zaira as well. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So from what I understand right now, each participant, once they completed their presentation, then we will have a couple of minutes for us three of us to give feedbacks, and Ezrina will combine or compile all the feedbacks, and towards the end, later you will present on behalf of us, right?
Yes, Mr. Ramzan, meaning all the three of you will discuss and then you will decide on the marks.
Yeah.
And I guess after the competition is over, you will actually give a feedback, overall feedback on the flow of the competition.
Okay.
And as for your
Okay, just a quick
information,
one. Sorry. Sorry, a quick one. Do we need to leave a comment or something in the form, or is just the marks only? The feedback, I mean.
all right, this is actually from the adjudication committee as well. I will
Okay.
reconfirm with Mr. Ryan. All right, I'm back. According to the adjudication committee, they can actually give comments based on the students' performance, marks as well as comments, as it would be a way for them to improve themselves in the future.
I think the best way at the end, we will just combine the feedbacks and let you know, Izrina, so that later when you present it to them or when you are presenting to them, they will take note which area that they need to improve themselves. That would be great, right? Chief.
Sure, definitely. I'll be happy to do it.
All right, for the information of the adjudicators, Ms. Lavanya is already in the preparation room. The student has been given 10 minutes to prepare. So we might be receiving the first participant around 3:25, I suppose. All right, a very quick information to the guest speaker, Miss Alia. Lavanya will be interviewing you as Pandalela Renong. Dear adjudicators and Miss Alia, we will be receiving our first participant. A very good afternoon, Lavanya, and welcome to the adjudication room.
Hello.
Congratulations, you made it to the final.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. All right, Lavanya, please get ready as we are about to start. All right, we will display the CV of the guest speaker once again. The technical team, could you please display the CV once again? All right, Lavanya, is this the same CV that you received in the preparation room?
Yes.
Yes, all right then, great. All right. For your information, Miss Alia Wahidin will be representing Datuk Pandelila Renong Anak Pang, Malaysian national diver.
Okay.
All right, Lavanya, please be informed that hand will be raised for the first time by Miss Shamala at 6 minutes and the second hand raise will be at the 7th minute. You have 7 minutes for the talk show.
Okay, thank you. Can I do time myself also for my reference? Can I?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So are you ready, Miss Lavanya?
Yes.
All right. Miss Azrina, can we begin now?
Yes,
All right.
please.
All right.
Good luck, Lavinia.
Thank you very much.
All right, Lavanya, you may begin now. All the best.
Good afternoon, Malaysia. I'm Lavinia Patmanaban, and you're watching Coffee with Love, where your every dose of coffee served with truth. Recently, the state of Sarawak have awarded our beloved Olympian medalist Datuk Pandalela Rinong with a Datoship in champion in conjunction with the state's celebration of the Sarawak governor's birthday. We have a very special and honorable guest joining us today. We will be talking with the one and only, the wonderful Olympian, Miss Pandalela Rinong, Pandalela Rinong Pang, who is now known as Dato Pandalela Rinong. She is a well-known national athlete, a very talented national diver, indeed, who have won the hearts of Malaysians through her outstanding performance in diving competitions around the world. Among the competitions which she won was the second. She has 2 medals in Olympics and 5 world championships too. However, in her recent achievements, where she was awarded datorship by the Sarawak government, people have different opinions on it, right? So some says that she is too young, but there are still some who were thinking and considering that her age, that the age does not matter for having the datorship. For Dato Pandalela deserves the recognitions. Well, I would gladly introduce Dato Pandalela to this show, Coffee with Love. Hello, Dato Pandalela, how are you?
Hello, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you for inviting me here today.
I'm doing great. Really a wonderful moment for me to have with you in this Coffee with Love session. Here, let's hear a perspective on this matter, Dato Pandalela. And I really like to thank you for spending your precious time for joining with me today. And it's a great honor to have you today. So without further ado, I would like to ask you several questions for this interview session. So are you ready?
Yes, shoot. Ask me anything.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So my first question towards Dato Pandalela is, have you been in this, how long have you been in this industry? And do you have like your milestones? What are your milestones? Maybe you could share with us a little bit of your ups and downs throughout your career.
Right. So I have been in this industry of Olympics and sports since young. So I've been doing this sport since it has been my passion since I was young, and I've been doing it with the support of my parents and the community where I'm at. So yeah, so that was it.
Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful answer. So my second question would be, what would you say? What would you like to say to the audience out there about your most challenging periods in your career?
The challenges, I think it's more like on mental health, because I debut in Olympic in 2018, Beijing Olympics, as a 15-year-old athlete. I finished 27th in the 10-meter platform, and then I've entered all the other championships, mainly international ones. And I think the stress comes from the expectation of others and trying to meet those expectations. I think mental health is the main issue, especially when you're starting off young, and if you don't have the right support system, then it's kind of hard for you to maneuver not only in the competition and the sports, but also in life.
Okay, thank you. And I really like the way Dato said that mental health importance matters first. So as you said that, I would like to ask regarding for the qualifications and quality. What are the qualities for a good athlete?
Qualities for a good athlete. To me, it's ethics and like work ethics and how disciplined you can be, because it's about training your mind and your body to be able to do it. Once you're disciplined and you already know, it becomes automatic for you to do it, because it's something that your muscles, your body has already recognized. It's something routine for you to do. So for me, it will be work ethics and discipline. Yeah.
All right, so discipline matters the most. Okay, so recently you have been awarded with datorship by the Sarawak government, right? So how do you feel about that?
I feel very grateful. I didn't see that coming. I am very blessed, and I would like to thank Malaysians for always supporting me from the beginning till now.
We will. So, yeah, thank you for that wonderful question answer also. So, what do you wish you could do for the country and community with the title you have currently?
I hope to always help Malaysians to win more medals in the field, in this arena, local, international, and hopefully with this title I will become the voice for our youth as well.
Mm-hmm. As you mentioned that for our youths, upcoming, I mean, what would you suggest for like following your pathway for our younger generations now?
I think it's good for them to always explore new things and not only get stuck in one thing, because you'll never know what to love and hate until you've learned something.
All right. So, I would also like to know who's your role model of our national athletes?
Good question. I think there are a lot of them. I'm not going to name names because they have all impacted me in different ways. Yes.
All right. So, my last question for this question and answer segment, I would like to hear from you. How do you wish to make the difference with the honor of Dato-ships and as a normal Pandalela renown and compared to a Dato? Could you please differentiate for us?
I will start a fund to support women and to support youth, especially girls, to enter this line of sports and to always support them in terms of like mental support. Yes, that's it.
All right, thank you. But sorry for this question because I told that earlier this was my last question. But I would like to ask another question if you could answer that. As you said that your main focus would be the younger generations. Mainly, you highlighted the women, right? So, what do you think? Like any initiatives that government could do for our women's out there who could come out for the sports and all those things?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, it's about empowerment. Perhaps what the government can do is introduce more sports in schools. Everything starts from schools. If they are not aware of it, if they're not familiar with this kind of sports, they will not want to pursue it. So awareness and empowerment in schools, that should be the start. Yes.
All right. So thank you very much for that wonderful answers, Dato. So as a final touch up or for this talk show, I would like to ask Dato for a few advices, or maybe it could be tips, maybe a tips to the younger generation who could come up for their achievements in life.
Advice is believe in yourself and always explore and always be curious, inquisitive, and don't easily give up just because you face some challenges. Just ride through it and you'll be fine.
All right, that was
And that advice is for you too.
Thank you very much. All right, so that was a wonderful and eye-opening session with Dato' Pandalela. So I would like to come up with a conclusion statement, like saying that all the younger generations now in Malaysia would have to have a role model and approach themselves in this sports industry, in this sports field, as as you're growing towards the education is important as well, but for sports you should be also concentrating as well for the extra curriculums. So in life we will always be grounded in something bigger, greater. You can even imagine, right? So because we are all human beings here on earth living and having the human experience, and what I'm hoping is that today's show will open up even greater possibilities, facts, truths, and powerful knowledge for you, the audience. And I would really like to thank our wonderful guest for attending the talk show with us. So, a sincere gratitude towards Datuk Mandalela. So, thank you for staying with us. And this
Thank you.
session. Thank you very much, Dato. Thank you very much for your precious time. And wherever, we really like to thank the audience too, who are still watching this Coffee with Love. So I would just like to conclude with a phrase, maybe, where every of your dose of this coffee served will through. So don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel at Coffee with Love. Once again, I'm Lavinia Padmanabhan. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lavanya.
Yeah.
All right, you did a great job there. All right, Lavanya, you may leave the room, and this is the end of the final round for you.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry if I have done anything like mistakes. I'm really sorry.
Ambika, can I just hold her for 1 minute? Is it okay?
Yes, sure, Mr. Ramzan.
Lavinia, just one word I can tell you, you did very well and very professional, very natural. So I hope you can just relax for a bit for now with my feedback. And I love what you showed us. And I'm proud that you made it to the final.
Thank
Great
you
job.
very much. Thank you.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, Lavanya. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, my dear adjudicators, I guess now it's up to you for to discuss while waiting for our next participant.
Okay, so I think Zaira, we agreed, right? She did very well. I know the hiccups on the beginning, Izrina. It was like I think on the reality, on the real life, I think that could happen to anyone, even though they are very professional. It can be improved over time, but for overall performance on my side, I believe that she prepared well and she did a lot of preparation and practice based on that performance. Alia, I'm not so much concentrate on your answer, but I did receive, when I saw her like replying to you and, picked up a few of your feedbacks and then answer, right? Then they just, she just, take a little bit and then ask you question. So on my side, I think that is so professional of her. It seems like she's been doing this for many years, and knowing that she was just a student and so on. So I think, yeah, at first I thought I gave her like only middle marks, but at the end I changed the marks towards the excellence because she did very well. That's on my side.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree with you, Mr. Ramzan. Totally agree with you. Even though that she started with a little bit hesitation in the beginning, but she managed to control that. And towards the end of the day, yeah, she competed in a very professional manner. So I can't give her mark less than 15 for me.
Yeah.
It's so hard to judge when it's so good, and it's so obvious that we're so happy to see her. So
Yeah.
I think we should just close our video during the judging part. I think because it wouldn't be too obvious, right? I'm worried I might show some, excitement because she's done so well, and I don't know whether it's fair to any other contestant or what. So
I
I'm
think
quite worried on
I
that,
got
Miss
you are
Ambika. But she's very good, yeah.
Maybe during the session, only the guests will on the video. You will less the, a little, for them from feeling nervous and all that. So
Yeah, and I wouldn't be distracted by your faces as well. I was looking at Ezrina and I'm like, don't look at me. Because I knew she was laughing.
Yeah.
we don't have
So
to
who's your
comment on the
favorite
guests because
athlete
guests
then?
did a very good job.
No, I was like, what the heck? That was my, I was like, what question best thing was that I didn't study Pandalela at all. I was like,
You did very
okay.
well. Oh my
Yeah,
God. You just play along with the questions.
No,
Oh,
I thought you were Pandalela just now.
no, she did well because I think she was attentive to my answers, and she did.
Yeah.
She was nervous, but she did try to pick up some elements and try to at least summarize at the end of it, right? And
True.
and I think that's a skill that I think
Yeah.
many people lack.
If I can just influence Zaira and Intan on the body language marks, to me, she did a very professional facial expression, and she even laughed a little bit here and there. She's not so stiff, and it was not too much. So I think instead of giving her at first, I gave her like 17. Now it gone up. I cannot tell you right now. But if I can influence you on that, the body language, and I love the way she prepared herself in terms of grooming and the deportment.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
she put on some makeup, not so overdoing and so on. So I think that is very professional of her.
I like her microphone. That's a win for me.
It is very reporters, right? It is very
It's very
so
creative and
Yeah. And
it attracts me.
language as well. I think that I really love the way she maintains her facial expression throughout the conversation itself. You know, she keeps smiling all the way. So yeah, I love that. Very professional.
and apologizing if she didn't hear from the guest, right? So it was very nice of her, but not overdoing it. So that's what I like about her. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Wow, that was the first
This
contestant.
is
Imagine
gonna it's
the
so
standard
high.
has been set up by Lavinia. Can you imagine on the second one? Oh my God! If they do.
No.
Sorry, how many finalists are there? Do I have to stay for all finalists or like?
There are 6 finalists, and you have to have 3 participants for you. But
Right.
I think they will be doing it simultaneously. So yeah, it's kind of how you have to stay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Sorry, adjudicators and guest speakers. Okay. We are now waiting for the next participant to join us. So this time around, it would be Mr. Arif Hakimi. It will be his turn to be the guest speaker. Hello, Mr. Arif.
Hi, hello everyone. Hi.
So let's wait for our student to be transferred to this room. All right, I'm waiting for the cue from the technical team.
Hi, YBKJ Arif. You ready?
Guess pula nervous.
Kan jangan lagi nervous daripada host tau.
Guest jawab je apa ini bagi je, goreng je. Tengok macam kita orang tak concentrate on guest. We concentrate more on the how they handle the situation. So you can do whatever you want, Arif. Go ahead.
Boleh.
All right. A very good afternoon, Lokmi One, and welcome to the adjudication room. Congratulations, you made it to the final.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you.
So, Lokmi One, are you nervous?
Yes.
Take a deep breath, and it's time for you to come down. All right, Lokmi One, please get ready as we are about to start. All right, we will display the CV of the guest speaker once again. Lokmi One, is this the same CV you received in the preparation room? Lokmi One, are you there? I guess our participant here has some connection problem, so we'll wait for the technical team to resolve this problem.
Um, Minta maaf, kita sedang mendapatkan kita punya partisipan kita, panelis kita, Lot Mi Wan. Dia untuk nak masuk semula ke dalam bilik inilah.
Thank you, Puan Nur Bahia. Our student has some connection problem, so we have to wait for the participant to rejoin the teams. All right. Welcome back. Let me one.
Yes, madam. I'm so sorry for some technical internet problem.
It's okay. We understand. All right. Now we will actually continue with where we stopped just now. We will display the CV of the guest speaker once again. Let me one. Is this the same CV you received in the preparation room?
Yes, it is.
All right, then great. All right, now for your information, Mr. Arif Hakimi Bidmat Yusuf will be representing YB Khairil Jamaluddin, our Minister of Health. So let me one. Please be informed that hand will be raised for the first time by Ms. Shamala at 6 minutes, and the second hand raise will be at the 7th minute. So, Ms. Azrina, can we begin now? All right, let me one. You may begin now All the best.
All right. Hi, good afternoon. It's Tuesday again, 21st of October 2021. I'm Lopmiwan and you're watching Let's Talk. COVID-19 cases are decreasing day by day, and it is obviously giving us a lot of positive news. We can start to feel again the healthy lifestyle as how we used to have a couple of years ago. Many parties were responsible to bring this happy news for us now. And our guest today will be the one of them. It's no other than the Honorable Haji Khairi Jamaluddin, more known as KJ. Welcome, YB.
Hi, thank you, Niwan. Glad to be here.
Okay, how are you, YB?
Doing just fine.
Okay, glad to hear that. All right. So you were a minister of youth and sports previously, and then was also the minister of science, technology, and innovation. And now you are holding the responsibility of a minister of health. How do you feel about it? And which field would you say more challenging for you?
I mean, personally speaking, it's just to have fun in terms of changing roles. Where I was the Minister of Youth and Sports, and then move on to MOSTI, and then currently in charge of the Ministry of Health. In my point of view, I think the role of being the Ministry of Youth and Sports is the most challenging in my time. It's due to the fact that we want to raise concerns about youth and sports among the youth. However, in terms of bullying, body shaming, those kind of things exist. Even though we're in 2021, it still exists in social media. You just go through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you will see lots and lots of comments. In fact, personally speaking, I've faced such things in terms of body shaming. Oh, you're not fit to play as a football player, or you're not fit to play this kind of sports. So my role as the Ministry of Youth and Sports at that time, we wanted to actually enhance people's understanding and basic conception, where every single person in Malaysia is perfect. No matter how fat you are, no matter how thin you are just perfect due to the fact that God says so. You know what I mean? God makes you the way you are. So therefore, every person in Malaysia has a specific objective or role to play in. So yeah, but still, in 2021, body shaming, bullying is still an issue.
Yes, that's right. And I completely agree with what you say, YB. So, from what you say about the body shaming, it really happens nowadays, everywhere,
True. Yes.
from every kind of ages, actually. It's
Mhm.
already started from the primary school, I can say. So,
Yes.
do you think, is there any way that we can use to prevent this thing from happening?
It's the fact that the Ministry of Education needs to uphold these kind of issues, where if a kid gets bullied, if a student gets mocked, insulted, to get um, things need to get solved as quickly as possible. Not just hold on to it saying, "Oh, they're just kids." But they're just kids. I mean, but still, it can affect one's health, one's physical and mental health. So I think teaching sports education or pendidikan civic, I think it's not enough. We need to take like a stern action. I understand if it occurs to students aged from 7 to 12, but they still need to learn the fact that they need to respect each other. It doesn't matter if that person is big, small, fat, thin. You just need to have that self-respect, saying, "I respect you, you respect me, and I expect you to return that same respect."
Yes, absolutely. You're thinking a really, how can I say, it's open mind, and that's really good. I
Mhm.
hope that everyone can think in the same way as why we think. So from what
Thank
I
you.
can say that, okay, from reading your background, I can see that
Mhm.
you're very dynamic and versatile. You have been joining in a lot of activities from a different kind of field. It's really interesting to know that, actually. So may I know, Where do you particularly attempting to lead actually?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you've been joining a lot of fields. Which one is your favorite? I mean, like your ambition before this.
Personally, I'm actually in love with my current role as the Ministry of Health. However, if things go well, I expect to be elected as the Prime Minister. It's due to the fact that there will be major changes, because
Mhm.
the government kept on saying that we need the youth to lead the government. So therefore, I'm
Yes.
still young. I'm still like what 45 years old.
Yes.
So why not lead the government the youth way? And a lot of people would say, "Oh, this is the liberal kind of system," but it's not. It's time to make changes. It's time to make changes. Of course, we will have the previous government, previous people to have as advisors and all, but then again, it's time to change. Not just the image, the reputation, but the whole system, the justification itself needs to be changed. So I hope to be the prime minister one day. Please elect me. I'll be enjoying it.
Okay, that's great. So, YB, looking at the
Mhm.
vaccination progress report today, we seem to be doing well at 71.2%.
Very, yeah.
Fully vaccinated, but it's those who are refusing the vaccination that we are concerned about. What are the reasons of this refusal for the majority, and how should we handle or mingle with these people?
It's basically the misconception or misunderstanding of um, what they hold on to, especially for people who are too religious or too extreme in terms of understanding basic biology or basic modern medicine. Because it's hard to say because different people have different concepts of the medicine itself. I mean, certain people, like for example, the 94.2% of Malaysians that accepted the vaccination had no problem with vaccination. However, in terms of the remaining, 6-7%, it's really hard to actually convince them in just registering for vaccination, taking the
All
vaccination.
right. Thank you very much, Mr. Arif. So sorry to interrupt the both of you. It was really engaging. All right, Lock Me One, we have already exceeded 7 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you
Oh,
very
okay.
much for the wonderful talk show.
All right, madam.
All right, Lock Me One, thank you very much. And you may leave the room now. And this is the end of the final round session for you. Thank you very much for participating.
All right, thank you, madam.
Um,
Thank you, Mr. Arif Hakimi.
Thank you, Luqman. It was a
Okay.
pleasure.
All right, my dear judges, just a bit of information to you. Lavanya just now presented for 11 minutes.
Oh,
Yes, the time given was
we
7 minutes, so she presented for 11 minutes.
I
okay. We
see.
didn't realize that. It was good, I
It
think.
was so entertaining until we just keep her going, right?
I thought there was a timekeeper or something. I saw some. I think someone
Yeah,
raised a hand to
yes,
signal, and then
the hand was raised. I guess I did not get
yes.
the cue correctly, so it's 11 minutes.
Mm.
So because for Lok Me One, right? I think it's quite unfair that she has to end the session too abruptly. I think she was like, oh, you know, it was quite slightly unfair because at least she gets to close her sentences and
Yeah,
whatnot.
probably if her time's up, I would suggest
Mm-mm.
that you can tell her, okay, maybe you can summarize the whole thing, like 1 minute
Yeah.
more to go, and at least she
Mhm.
has a chance to do the closing, say goodbye to our guests or something like that.
All right, sure, Mr. Ramzan.
But that's
I'll
okay.
take note into that.
Just now, Lot Me One, we will not minus any mark because of that, the timing.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Yeah.
we judge based on the performance, so shouldn't be worried.
Yeah.
So, Intan, would like to start? What do you think of her?
Well, I like her confidence.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds so confident, and she's so ready with the content. It's just that it's slightly a little bit cold, or
Yeah.
for a host.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. But the rest, she's amazing.
Yeah.
What
Zara?
about you?
Zara, on your
Zara, don't forget to your mic. We cannot.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, better.
I don't want
Okay.
you to be doing this now.
All right. So I think in terms of the content wise, I think yeah, it was I think it was splendid. I mean, she's quite good at it in terms of maybe she prepared that well, but I think in terms of the verbal language, in terms of her facial expression, I think she should have been like more attentive to the guests, I guess, because there's certain time where I can see that she didn't give like a good facial expression to the guests, like no expression at all. So yeah, so I think sometimes the guests tend to be overshadowed her. So yeah.
I think I agree with Intan and Zaira because her content, yes, brilliant content. I mean, her point, she did a study, like Intan was saying. However, when I'm so into the appearance, I'm so into her facial expression, her engagement, the connection with the guests. So I think all three of us agreed that she is clearly lacking of that a little bit, but not to say very bad for the first timers. But the thing is, this is the competition, so we need to look at all the area that we're supposed to look at. So I think we all three agreed her content is fantastic, but the performance wise a little bit, low in terms of engagement. Arif, as a guest, what do you think?
Arif, who likes to be the prime minister.
Yeah, you can influence us on our marks,
Were you okay with the questions and everything?
Yeah. Did you understand well what she tried to ask you?
Oh, the questions were okay lah. I was just hoping that she wouldn't ask anything about Mosti because I don't know anything about Mosti.
But you are the
Okay,
YB.
you can
You
create.
can
Yeah, no
say
problem.
you can always say I'm not going to answer that now, but let's
Yeah.
focus more. YB.
You can ask
Okay,
Datuk
okay.
Sri Adham Baba.
Yeah. You have to put yourself like a YB.
Sorry, did you
But I
get
agree with you guys lah. I
temperate
mean,
just now?
um, the fact that the way she spoke, it was alright. It was okay. No marks needed to be tolak ke apa. But her facial expression, her body language itself lah kena be more proactive. She was
More
too
like
stern and like
She
macam
needs to
macam
be
garam
Very
kan?
serious, very
Slightly.
firm.
yes.
Tapi English
But
power.
overall,
Her English
speech okay lah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
her speech is okay. Very nice.
My dear educators, sorry to interrupt you. Our next participant is ready.
All right,
Yes.
here we go.
Ready when you are.
Shall we invite her?
Yes, please.
Yes,
All
please.
right. Now it's Miss Alia Wahidin's turn.
Sorry, whose turn is this now?
Shazlin
Now
Hafisha.
it's
Shazlin
yes,
Hafisha, right?
yes, Shazlin Hafisha.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. We are waiting Shazlin to be transferred to the adjudication room. Let's give the technical team some time. A very good afternoon, Shazlin, and welcome to the adjudication room. Congratulations, you made it to the final.
Thank you.
All right, Shazlin, please get ready as we are about to start. We will display the CV of the guest speaker once again. Shazlin, is this the same CV you received in the preparation room?
Yes, it is.
All right, great. Then, for your information, Miss Alia Wahidin will be representing Datuk Pandelela Reno Anak Pang, Malaysian national diver. All right, Shazlin, please be informed that hand will be raised for the first time by Miss Shamala at 6 minutes, and the second hand raise will be at the 7th minute. So please pay attention to the hand raised during the talk show. So Miss Azrina, shall we begin?
Yes, please, and all the best, Shazleen.
Thank you.
All right, Shazlin, you may begin now. All the best. Good luck to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to PSP Talk Show. And you are with me again, your host, Hafisha Hasni. So today's topic is about Malaysian Olympian Pandalela conferred Datukship by Sarawak. And Datukship is not the only way to award Pandalela. Let her enjoy her sport first. So for your information, today we have a special guest in our talk show. She is a well-known person in Malaysia. So before we jump into the topic, let me introduce first our guest, Datuk Pandalila Rinong Anak Pang, who is a famous Malaysian diver. Welcome to our talk show, Datuk.
Thank you, Shazlin. Thank you for having me.
First of all, I would like to thank you for willing to spend your time with us today.
Welcome.
So, Datuk, since you are having conferred Datukship at 9 November this year, which is at 85th birthday of Sarawak yang dipertua, so I would like to ask, what is your feeling when you have been conferred to the Datukship Award by the Sarawak?
I feel very blessed. I feel very grateful, and I think this success, it's not that I don't deserve it. I know I've earned it, but it's all mainly due to the support of Malaysians overall, not just my supporters in Sarawak, but also throughout the country.
Thank you, Datuk. So, with this conference of Datukship at 9 November, did you feel that all the training, that all the award that you have been achieved, all the achievement, all the difficulties when you have been a Malaysian diver, is it worth it to get this Datukship conferred?
I've never done it for any of this kind of recognition in the first place. I've always been doing this sports mainly for my country, and I've always been doing this sport because it's my passion. Datukship or not, it will not affect how I feel about the sports and my commitment towards it and towards serving my nation. So it validates my efforts, but it doesn't define all my efforts before this. And I hope that I can always do my best to always serve our country.
So, Dato', you said that it is your passion to be a Malaysian diver. So, what is actually your motivation or inspired to be a Malaysian diver? Since you are already a state diver since you are in 7 years old. So, what is actually your motivation or inspired to be a Malaysian diver?
Overall, my motivation is just how I look at life in general. I've always been someone who likes to try new things, but when I'm good at something, I've always strived to do my best and to be my best. Um, I feel very close when I feel very comfortable with water. It has always been my element, and I feel like this is where I belong. I've always felt that way since I started the sport since 7 years old, and I feel like even along the way, of course, sports is not something, an athlete is not something that I can do forever, but it's something where I belong. So I guess the motivation is sports. This diving sports, it feels like home to me.
So, you also say that you have struggled from 7 years old to be a Malaysian diver. So, in being a Malaysian diver, what is a quite difficult thing of being a Malaysian diver? Have you faced any challenge or any difficulties in order to be a Malaysian diver till this stage, till this level?
Um, the challenges, the challenges are mainly mental challenges because, of course, we have external challenges like training and injuries. Because I've had injuries before, but if your mind is set on it and if you are disciplined, if you have the right work ethics, um, I think anyone can get through it. I think mostly my challenges are just external expectations and how I want to meet those expectations. But growing up, I have learned that I have to meet my own expectations, and it's okay to learn from failures as well.
Mm-hmm. So how do you manage your mental and physical when it comes to like like challenges of when you face any injured or maybe some bad word from netizens or when you don't want any of the sports. So how do you manage your mental and physical when that things happen?
Physical wise, I have a very great team of my sports team that will always look into it and always remind me and always manage me. Mental wise, I have learned to compartmentalize all my uh, all my feelings and not jump to conclusion and always not react at first as a first response, never to react, just take a step back and always consult with my loved ones, with my trusted ones, and always have time for family and friends. I think those things really help to keep my center and my mind stable.
All right. So, Dato, if you don't mind, I would like to ask, based on the statement given by the Minister of Tourism, Arts, Culture, Youth and Sport, Dato Abdul Karim Rahman, he said that it would not be good also if all the athletes that won any medals get the Dato-ship awards because they normally love their sport and are passionate about it. So, what is your opinion about this statement?
I feel anyone is entitled to their own opinion. It's okay if he feels that way. It doesn't affect me because that is his statement. It's how he feels. For me, I will always serve the nation and I love what I'm doing. And if I get rewarded for it, it's an incentive. And I think even in corporate world, you always have to incentivize your staff, your employees. So it's a good incentive mechanism to have for you to always reward your athletes. But I don't mind what he's saying. He can say what he wants.
Okay, so
All right.
thank you for your time and thank you for spending your time with us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. All the best.
All right. Thank you very much, Shazlin. You did a wonderful job here. All right. You may leave the room. And this is the end of the final round session for you. Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
participating.
Thank you.
So, dear adjudicators, now it's time for you to deliberate on the marks.
Zaira, start, please.
Okay, I think she needs more practice in terms of on her confidence. I think she needs to be more confident in terms of the delivery and in terms of the content. Language wise, maybe the language is not her strength, but yeah. So I think overall, I think she needs more practice, and also just practice. But in terms of the appearance, I like her appearance very much. Yeah, she has the the
I think
style of
she was inspired by you. Yeah, as for me, I think she need to practice. She need to do a lot of practice. She need to prepare herself more, because clearly it was very scripted. If you would agree with me, Alia, the way she was asking question was very scripted, referring to the text most of the time. It is okay to refer to the text, but you see, then she need to know how to do it, like with the style, just by looking at some point, not just reading through it, that's one thing. Then
Yeah, she's not a natural. She's not a natural, but she can be nurtured. That's how I feel about her.
yeah, but the effort
Yeah,
that
I
she
agree too.
has on the grooming, yes, very good. And one statement that I like is about the controversial statement. It can be very disturbing to the guests, I think, but the way she handled it is just, give you a cold feet. It's like, straight away throw you that statement, and yeah, I want to hear your response now. It's like you got me or not? It's like you was put on the spot, so you need to answer that, because that statement was from another important person. So I think she needs to be careful with anything that she want to brought up. I think, yeah, it can be. It can be. I don't know. Izrina, what do you say about that?
I think that's a lot in her mind, that she has to think of a language and to think of the question to ask. And if she is good in the language part, she has no problem in conducting the interview, which is why I think she refers to the script. But when she didn't refer to the script, she actually can ask quite okay question. But yeah, it has to be improved in the language department. And on the appearance part, she has high marks on that. I agree. Well, I think we can't have everyone be too good. So if not, we will have trouble to give marks.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's time for us to find that very little area where to compare you on all the other participants, right? So I hope they don't mind and they won't get mad of us.
I will tell them that you tell them to get the low marks. It's from you, Ramzan. I'll put the blame on you.
No. They deserve the marks that they're getting, because we are
The
really
high
just.
marks are from me and Zaira. The low marks are from you.
I guess so. Because I even have like 9 marks for her because of the fluency, clarity, articulation, and all that. So when come to competition, I will not just simply give what you are not supposed to get. So I think you deserve what you get lah. I think you get what you deserve.
True.
Mm.
All right. Miss
Yep.
Ambigai, are you okay? Should we be ready for the next contestant?
They are not ready yet.
Yeah. I think there are points yang okay, yeah, she's here.
I'm here. All right, I've received the cue from the technical team that our next participant is ready
Okay.
to enter the adjudication room. So we'll wait for her.
Hey, you guys notice or not? It depends on the person asking the question, the one that interview. It reflects the behavior of the guest, right? If the person are very lively, the guest will be like more excited to answer the questions. But if the person like really straightforward and the guest also like behave the same, it's the reflection of the interviewees, right or not?
Yeah, true. Because the guest has to mimic the questions, right? They can't be too excited, and then the host was like, you know.
I wish I can tell them that, you know.
But the
Nanti
thing
jadi
is,
guest
the
guest
host
sendiri.
tend to overshadow the interviewer.
Mm.
The one who
Mm.
played Mr. I can't remember the name. The guy just now.
IBKJ. Yeah,
Yeah,
Arif.
he's more relaxed. I mean, tend to overshadow the interviewer.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi,
All right.
Vanya.
All right. A very good afternoon,
Afternoon.
Vanya Arulmadi, and
Good afternoon to all the
welcome.
judges.
Yeah, welcome to the Adjudication room, and congratulations as you made it to the final.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, Vanya, please get ready as we are about to start.
Okay.
We will display the CV of the guest speaker once again. Vanya, is this the same CV you received in the preparation room?
Yes.
All right, great. Then, as for your information, Mr. Arif Hakimi bin Mat Yusof will be representing YB Khairi Jamaluddin, Minister of Health.
Okay.
So, Vanya, please be informed that hand will be raised for the first time by Ms. Shamala at 6 minutes, and the second hand raise will be at the 7 minute. So, please pay
All right.
attention to the hand raise during the talk show.
Okay.
All right, then, Miss
Sorry, I have
Azrina.
a question.
Sorry, yes.
Um, sorry. Do I still refer to Mr. Arif as YB or by his name? Sorry.
Definitely, since he is your guest speaker, YB Khairi Jamaluddin, so you refer to him as YB.
Okay. All right. Will do. Thank you.
All right, Miss Azrina, can we start now?
Yes, please, and all the best, Vanya.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Vanya, you may begin now. All the best.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on the Poly CC show. I'm your host, Vanya Rumadi from Polytechnic Tun Said Nasir, and I'm so excited to be here and to talk to our guest host about a very important issue today. Now, what is the issue? The issue mentioned is that choosing not to be vaccinated, we will make life difficult for you. Anti-vaxxers slammed YB Khairi Jamaluddin Abu Bakar's stern approach to those who didn't want to be vaccinated. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are pretty familiar with this issue. A lot of you probably aren't, but this happens to be a really popular topic of debate among social media users on Twitter, Instagram, and other platforms. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you to today's guest, YB Khairi Jamaluddin Abu Bakar. Thank you for joining us here today. I am very excited to be talking to you. How are you feeling, YB?
Doing great, Vanya. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to learning more from you today. And I'm also hoping that the
Likewise.
audience will also take back something from today's show. Now let's get started. A little bit of history on YB. YB was born on the 10th of January on 1976 at Kuwait City. YB KJ is the Minister of Health in our country, as well as the coordinator of the Immunization Program, or rather referred to as PIC, and he was also the Minister of Youth and Sports, as well as the Minister of Science, Technology, and Innovation. YB Khairi Jamaluddin also happens to be the member of Parliament in Rambau. Now, YB, let's get started with your questions. Now, before we start, let me assure you that I'm not going to be bombarding you with too many questions, and this is a safe space for you to talk about anything. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Sounds all right.
YB. So okay, so my first question today is, now the government said that they will continue to make life difficult for those who refuse to be vaccinated, or are they referred to as the anti-vaxxers. Now, in what aspects is the government working towards to in order to encourage the anti-vaxxers in our country to accept that their argument is irrelevant? So to say, what are the action plans that you are working towards to?
I mean, in terms of dealing with current anti-vaxxers, like they say, it's their own rights, it's their human rights to not get vaccinated. So therefore, we started making a bold statement saying that the government will continue to make life difficult. But the thing is, it's just a bold statement. It's just a random claim. It's just basically to scare them, frighten them. It's not really an initial thing where we would introduce tighter SOPs. Because listen, when we introduce um, tons of SOPs, tons of rules and regulations for them, they still won't listen. And when we've shown them the benefits of vaccination, they still wouldn't take it. They have different beliefs. They have their own point of views of vaccination, and they. I think it's just that I just pray that they would actually experience getting COVID-19 itself for them to actually realize that vaccination is more
Necessary.
of a preventive kind of action rather than a cure.
I understand where you're coming from, YB. And when I was told that I will be interviewing you, I heard that you are a really good team player. So now my question is, what would be your advice to Malaysians to start treating each other as team players as well, since we're all fighting against a common enemy, which happens to be the COVID-19 pandemic? Since you mentioned that everybody tends to have their own opinions, and some of them are entitled to have their own opinions. But as a team player yourself, how would you approach Malaysians to start treating one another as a team player in order to respect the health and the safety of everyone else as well?
Stop classifying the fellow Malaysians, between people who got vaccinated, children who got vaccinated, against those who did not get the vaccines due to their own personal beliefs. It's more or less like a friendly approach where we're saying that we're all humans, we're all the same. You have your rights to get the vaccine. We don't. We have the rights to not get vaccinated. It's your opinion. It's your beliefs. Just promise one thing: do not spread false rumors or information. Because we don't really vastly go on to promote vaccination, especially in the rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't want the same, we just don't want the similar thing to happen to us where you spread false things about the vaccination. And that's where controlling such content, especially on social media, is difficult for our media team.
That is true. Thank you for that. And I'm aware that YB, you were a journalist last time before you became a minister. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, so as a former journalist, do you think that the current media in Malaysia are doing their part in order to raise awareness about the importance of being vaccinated these days?
Indirectly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a former journalist, we want people to understand the message behind, understand the actual message behind the message being portrayed. We don't want people to seamlessly what do people say, percaya bulat-bulat, faham bulat-bulat, that kind of thing. So there needs to be a filter where a journalist needs to indirectly or secara tak amnya spread about the benefits of vaccination.
Okay, I understand, YB. That's a very good point that you've raised. So you've mentioned that it is very important for us to still understand the importance of being vaccinated, but it's also important to convey the message in a way that they are able to understand. Am I correct?
Yes, that's very correct indeed.
So, okay, my next question is, as the health minister of our country, in order to continue to encourage people to understand the importance of being vaccinated in a more nicer way that they would understand, what will there be any more laws that will be imposed on our country?
In my opinion, there would be none. It's because if we start to implement those kind of things, the UN will start to get involved with the Malaysian law. So therefore, I don't think we'll be trying to imply any more vaccination laws to the anti-vaxxers. because it's like they say, it's their rights, it's their human rights to not get vaccinated, and I understand that.
Well, thank you so much. I think that is a very good point, and I'm
Thank you
grateful
so
that you are
much.
aware of people's
Hmm.
their own opinions when it comes to their own rights. So thank you, YB. I'm honestly so grateful to have been able to interview you today,
It's a
and I hope you
pleasure.
really
It's
had
a
a good time
pleasure.
as well. Yeah, I'm afraid that's all the time we have left for today. But if you don't mind, since you were a former journalist from another media person to another media person as well, would you
Hmm.
possibly be considering writing a book in the future to talk about your experience as a healthcare minister? Because I think Malaysians could use some of that knowledge.
I would definitely. In fact, I'm writing it right now.
That's
Uh,
exciting. I can't wait to read it in the future. Thank you so much. I am definitely going to be standing in line to get the book in the future.
all right.
That
Thank
would
you
be
very
nice.
much, Miss Wania. Maybe you could summarize the talk show because that's already 7 minutes.
Sorry. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us, YB. It has been such a good pleasure to make your acquaintance today, and I hope the audience were also able to take back something from today's talk show. I'm Bania Arulmadi from Polytechnic Tunsai Nasir, and you're watching PolyCC Talk Show. Thank you, keep strong, and stay safe, Malaysia.
All right.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, Wania.
Thank you, YB. Thank you, everyone.
All right, Vanya, you may leave the room, and this is the end of the final session for you. Thank you very much, Miss Vanya. You may
Thank you so
leave the
much.
room.
Good
Have a
job,
great.
Vanya. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Intan.
All right, back to all the adjudicators. You may discuss now.
I love Vanya.
Oh my God. Me too.
Me
No, no,
too.
no,
Me
no.
three.
Goodness.
Mine, tiba.
Who would have expected that, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Maybe her grooming part is a bit lacking there, but the
That's the
rest
only
of it
one.
was wow.
Yeah.
She nailed it
I
on
know,
her hairstyle.
right? I mean, if you just put a little makeup on her face, she'll
Maybe just
just
a little bit of
nailed it.
yeah. She
Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah, why she didn't want to buy makeup? I already
She,
mentioned in
she,
my session.
she is currently the highest one on my marks on my marking sheet. Yeah.
Mm. Same here.
Yeah,
First
just
have
that
to get
one small
Waste.
point. Sayangnya.
yes.
What a
But
waste on his part only.
wow. But on her performance, on her content, on her point, like very
True,
brilliant.
true.
I mean, she appeared to be very smart person
Very
Mm-hmm.
because
well versed
True.
person.
yeah,
Very well
and
versed.
I like to pick up the intro. She really
Mm.
like gave a very good intro on the statement that makes even the YB laugh about it. It's like, oh, okay, this is going to be, that was my statement. And for the audience, we were like, I'm going to stop to this and watch this show, man. Right or not?
Yeah.
True,
From
true.
right to the very
I
beginning to the
agree.
end. Wow, very good content.
Yeah, true.
She's so natural. I
And
love
she
her.
ended it very well as well. When she asked the guest about writing book or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think, wow. Okay.
I did not
Kejut
expect that kind of
YB.
question. I did not expect that kind of question, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Hey, you
So
know what? She can be a very good journalist, or she can be a very good, maybe a talk show person or something like that. She's a natural.
agree.
Yeah, because grooming is just, they can groom people, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
content, her
yeah,
language especially, yeah, she
Hmm.
can go far.
Wow.
yeah.
I'm impressed with all the students now. God, who would have thought, right?
Yes, it was massive.
Hmm.
I'm so proud.
Ethan, I'm going to switch to my phone and start driving. Okay.
Okay, okay. Sure.
Otherwise, your producer will be waiting for me.
Okay, noted. Ramzan will continue to monitor the process while, driving and whatnot. He has to read the news tonight, so I'm sorry for that um slight drama, but I'm sure he can handle it. He's good at multitasking. If not, we will give him last marks. And hi Ramzan. I thought you're not hearing this.
Actually, we have another two more participants, Akmal Rida and Ahmad Zikri. So now
right.
Akmal Rida is in the preparation room. He's preparing. So we wait for him.
Miss
I guess.
Amida,
Yes, Miss Ezrina.
I'm so happy with all the finalists. I mean, I'm so proud. Hi.
Uh,
Hello,
she,
Panjumi.
she wanted to say hi.
Hi, missed
Hi.
you.
She's
Kita, you can
actually the
cry now.
MC. She's actually the
Please
MC
cry
in the
now.
preparation room. And she's
Okay.
involved with the closing ceremony.
All right, I'll see her tomorrow.
Mhm.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
I guess the participants are well trained. They really put in a lot of effort to prepare.
I know, right?
Yeah, we can tell. You did a very good job.
Is the next participant is the one that has to shave his beard or something? Was it him?
Is he the one? Okay, I am not very sure. Is he the one? Akmal Rida.
I think that's one
Okay,
person
he is.
asked.
Yeah, he is actually clean shaved.
Probably
All right.
him, I think.
Now they are going to transfer him to the adjudication
Okay.
room. The
Okay.
technical team has already queued us that he is going to be transferred here. You look gorgeous, Miss Esrina.
Oh, thank you. You too, as always.
Thank you. All right. Akmal Rida.
All right. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akmal Rida. I am representing Polytechnic Kota Kinabalu.
All right. A very good evening, Akmal Rida, and welcome to the adjudication room. Congratulations as you made it to the finals. All right, Akmal Rida, please get ready as we are about to start. We will display the CV of the guest speaker once again.
Hmm,
Technical team? Yeah.
Datuk Pandelila. Yeah, this is it.
So this is the same CV that you received in the preparation room.
Yes.
All right, that's great. All right, now for your information, Miss Alia Wahidin will be representing Datuk Pandelila Renong Anak Pang, Malaysian National Diver. So, Akmarida, please be informed that hand will be raised for the first time by Miss Shamala at 6 minutes and the second hand raise will be at the 7 minutes. So, during your talk show, please pay attention to the hand raised by Miss Shamala. All right, Miss Azrina, can we begin now?
Yes, please. All the best, Akmal.
All right, I
All
will
right.
try.
All right, Akmal. You may begin now. All the best to you.
All right. Good afternoon, Malaysia. Today is 4:43 p.m., 21st of August, 2021. You are now watching PKK News as usual with me, Akmal Rida. So, the Datukship title awarded to Malaysians who contributes to our beloved country, perfecting the image of Malaysia. It can be, for example, the Puskas Award by Faiz Subri back in 2016 with that amazing curve goal. That's just one example. And we have right now And all the more reason today, I'm having a guest right now, Dato Pandelela Rinong, with us to talk about her ownership, no, her confership of Datukship. All right, so Dato Pandelela Rinong, thank you for joining us today. It is an honor to have you in this show. I hope you are doing well and healthy.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for those gracious introduction.
All right. So without further ado, now when you mentioned that the Datukship title is not only you were granted the title because for highness or something, it is so you can enjoy sports. What can you try to tell us in detail what does that truly mean?
What does that truly mean? Okay, so I think the Datukship does not define my career. It does not define my efforts. It doesn't define all the achievements that the feats that I've achieved so far. I just believe that it sort of validates. It validates and it gives encouragement and incentivizes my efforts, but it doesn't define all my successes. All my successes, I think, attributed to the support I received from fellow Malaysians, my supporters. So first of all, I feel like the Datukship, if anyone has any issue with it, everyone's entitled to their opinion, one. And if somebody has any questions about it, I think the questions should be directed more to the people who actually gave me the Datukship.
All right. So why is it important that passion must come first for you in terms of your professions as a Malaysian diver?
It's a very high stress profession, so to say, because it takes a lot of mental power. It takes a lot of physical power as well. And most of the time, these two have to match if I want to have a very stable and healthy, so to say, career and also life in general. So I feel like I have to be able to focus on myself. I have to be able to take care of myself first before anything else. So if I don't have the passion, I cannot do this in the long run. It will be like hangat-hangat the ayam kind of thing, right? And I think it wouldn't be fair because I would like to continue to serve my country as long as I can.
I see. So yeah, I kind of understand that you are representing your country during the Olympics. So like a lot of people are having high expectations for you to at least maybe who knows, you can try to win top three medal in the Olympics, right? So, all right. So the third question, I realize you have a potential in the academic branch as well, such as your proficiency in IT and your fluency in Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa English, orally and in writing. Does your profession as a world competing athlete helps you in education?
I think it's more like the other way around. The fact that I know I am capable of doing, I mean, my passion is in sports, but I like to be an all-rounder. If there's no sports, what else can I be? I put focus on that too. I think it's the other way around. Once I can navigate my life in other profession as well, once I feel I'm equipped to do that, then I feel like I can maneuver my way in this diving arena better.
I see. All right. Datuk Pandelela Rinong, thank you very much for joining us today. Your story will surely bring light to everyone watching us right now. And who knows that people watching us right now will now start to get a grip on reality, and they will stand up and make the world a better place.
Thank you so much for having me. I wish you all the best.
All right. Stay safe out there, because the pandemic, who knows? I don't know. We don't know when this will end. Hopefully it will end soon enough.
Yes, you too. Take care. Take care of your loved ones and take care of yourself first.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And there you go, Dato Pandelela Rinong, a Malaysian diver. Most importantly, thank you for our fellow audience watching us right now. We could not do this show without your support. The least you can do is watch our episode every single day. Better yet, watch and enjoy us with your families and friends. I will appreciate a lot. Me and the crew will appreciate that a lot. So, that is all from me. My name is Akmal Rida. Thank you for watching PKK News. I will see you next time.
All right. Thank you very much, Akmal Rida. That was an engaging talk show. All right. You may leave the room now, Akmal Rida. And this is the end of the final round session for you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope I did my best.
My dear adjudicators, now it's up to you to discuss.
All right, Zara, what did you think of it? Don't forget to mute your mic. Unmute.
Miss Zaira, could you please unmute your mic?
Sorry, oh my God, once again.
Is priceless.
Okay, I think yeah, I think maybe he's quite nervous, so he tends to be quite careful in his words, I guess. So and there was a little bit hesitation there, and then I also would like to touch on the etiquette of interviewing as well, because just now I heard that he mentioned about third question. Is we're not supposed as a host, he's not supposed to add to mention that the number is 7. What's the question, the next question to that, to the guest. So that's improper way of doing that as a host. So yeah, so overall I think, yeah, he needs to improve in terms of his confidence, yeah, and then preparation as well, the content as well, and yeah. So but in terms of the appearance, I think he's quite good. What about you, Intan? What do you think?
Yeah, he has a good voice. He's actually looking very well. Well, I agree with what you said, that he has to improve on that point. I think it wasn't easy for him. He looks hesitated at some points, right, to trying to present his points. I think probably because of the language. It wasn't the first. Yeah, the language barrier. True. So, but it would be amazing. It would be great if he can improve on that, because he has the voice. The voice is not something that you listen to every day. It's like a golden voice or something. So if he can, work on it, and he can go far too. Ramzan, you there?
On my side, yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Perfect.
Okay. Overall on my side, yes. Plus point for his grooming attire preparation. However, there are moments in the interview he was like showing hesitation and some kind of loss at the moment. At some and he wanted to comment back to the guest. He's kind of like hesitate. So I think he need to improve on preparation and practice. Yes, that's on my side.
Sure. All right. Alia, did you enjoy the talk show? Were the questions a little bit hard to answer because the way he presented it.
For the last participant, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's just a bit dry. I think he gives off great effort, but he's just a bit. I think the nerves got to him. It wasn't like he wasn't ready. Like I know he's enthusiastic about it, but it's just that the nerves got to him, and then he went a bit blank in the middle. And then I guess because I speak laju also, because I feel like I don't want to speak too much because then the participants won't have the time to finish within that 7 minutes plus, right? And then that wouldn't be fair for them as well. But then I thought he would bagi soalan lain yang menambahkan, tapi tak ada pun. He didn't get any cues from my answers, so yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, adjudicator. Sorry for interrupting you. Now we're waiting for the next participant to join us in the adjudication room.
Can I leave now? I think my part is done, right?
Yeah, Ms. Ambiga, can Alia take the session? Is it okay?
Let me ask the technical team or the
that would be
project manager. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have just confirmed with the program manager. It seems that they're going to have a photo session at the end of the session.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, could you please wait?
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much, Miss Alia. We really appreciate it. So we are now waiting for the last participant, Ahmad Zikri, to be transferred into our adjudication room. All right, very good evening. I'm Zikri and welcome to the adjudication room.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations as you made it to the final and you are the final contestant for today.
Yes.
All right, I'm Zikri. Please get ready as we are about to start. I will display the CV of the guest speaker once again.
Okay.
Ahmad Zikri, is this the same CV you received in the preparation room?
Yes, that's it.
All right, great. All right, now for your information, Mr. Arif Hakimi bin Mat Yusof will be representing YB Khairi Jamaluddin, Minister of Health. Ahmad Zikri, please be informed that hand will be raised for the first time by Ms. Shamala at 6 minutes and the second hand raise will be at the 7th minute. So during your talk show, please pay attention to the hand raised by Ms. Shamala.
Okay, understood.
All right, very well then. Ms. Azrina, can we begin now?
Please and all the best.
All right, Ahmad Zikri.
All right, madam.
All right, Ahmad Zikri, you may begin now. All the best to you.
Okay. Hi, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, Malaysia. You are now watching PTSN TV as usual with me, Zikri Zulkarnain. So here you go with our topic today is gonna be life will be difficult if you choose to not get vaccinated. This topic is viral since there are still people who do not want to get vaccinated, but they want to be provided the same as the people who have been vaccinated. Well, that is the topic for today that we would like to focus on. Life will be difficult if you choose to not get vaccinated. But before we go further, to our audience, you can also watch us live on our FB PTSN TV right now and do send us any comments or questions that you want to ask later. So to discuss further about our topic on life will be difficult if you choose to not get vaccinated, we have a guest in our studio today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest, YB Encik Khairi Jamaluddin Abu Bakar, who also known as KJ, which is our Minister of Health. Assalamualaikum Encik Khairi Jamaluddin. How are you today, sir?
Waalaikum salam Zikri. It's good to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing so fine, sir. Very good, sir. Anyway, thanks to Encik Khairi Jamaluddin for joining us today in PTSN TV talk show. So first of all, I would like to ask you, Mr. KJ, what do you think about these people who didn't want to get vaccinated? Are they scared of the vaccine? I want to hear your opinion.
In terms of being scared of vaccination, it's not being scared. It's more into what they believe, what they understand about basic methodology of vaccination itself, where vaccination proves to kill those who got vaccinated. So it's those kind of negative kind of messages being spread around Malaysia. That's where certain Malaysians would start to become anti-vaccine. They, like what people say, they have different beliefs, different opinions on themselves, and I think it's just that, with evidence of a minority of the population dying due to vaccination, that's where they become not scared. It's just that they just don't want to take the vaccine in terms of general.
So it is about what they believe, right?
What's their beliefs? Yes.
I see. Very good, sir. And also I have one more question. Do you think this is a good idea for you to make their life harder for the ones who did not want to get vaccinated?
That's a very good question, Zikri. You know what? It's not making their life difficult. It's making our life difficult. I mean, you can just list down their family members, husband, wife, kids, grandchildren, the people around them, the general public, the hospitals. So they're not making their own life difficult. They're also making other people's life difficult by not belonging to them.
Yes, I agree with you. Because of them, it affects us too, right?
Of course, totally agree. No doubt.
Yeah. Well, very great. That's a great explanation from our Encik Khairi Jamaluddin. Thank you so much. Well, to our audience, I know you would like to hear more about today's topic, but it looks like we are running out of time, and that wraps up our show for today. I hope this topic can benefit you in many ways and able for you to understand and apply. Indeed, it is an excellent knowledge sharing for all of us. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank to our guest today, Encik Khairi Jamaluddin, for joining our show and share with us so many inputs and knowledge which have benefited us in so many ways. Also, thank
you
you.
so much. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have such a small sharing session with you, Zikri.
Yes, very good, sir. Also, thank you to all our sponsors today, Padini Holdings for our attires, PTSN Studio Club for our studio furniture, and Story Ria Catering for our tea break today. Most importantly, thank you so much to our audience who are watching us live right now, either on TV or on our FB live streaming. Thanks for your support and keep us trending by using the hashtag PTSNTV. And we will see you always in the next one. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I'm done.
Okay, then thank you very much, Ahmad Zikri. All right, you may leave the room now, and this is the end of the final round session for you. Thank you very much, Ahmad Zikri.
All right, you're welcome, madam. Thank you very much.
All right, dear adjudicators, it's over to you.
Jan and Zaira.
Yes, Ramzan, you want to go
I
ahead
think
first?
yes. This is a very good example on the wrong tonation. You see, if you're not using or if you didn't project your voice correctly according to the situation, according to the show right now, it's like it sounded like a circus arena, you know. Yeah, it's like making an announcement. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, we are now introducing to you our KJ or something like that, you know, all the time. So
Probably the talk show is in the circus arena. Well,
but you know, not to judge that person. Maybe he's kind of nervous, and that could be the cause of it. However, we can use this as an example that if you don't use the right tonation from the very beginning towards the end, and the show is not like a natural talk show, that's on me lah. And it's too short. It's too short. I think the question thrown to the guest is just two questions, and he don't really use his time wisely. So I think he just wasted the time or the chance given to him lah. I think
yeah.
that's all.
Is it even 7 minutes? I think he finished a little bit earlier.
No, it was not 7 minutes.
So it's unfortunate for him that he could have using some of the time to talk more or ask questions more. I think he want to keep it short and simple so that he will reduce the mistakes or something.
And I think by using the tone and also that delivery style as well, you know, I think he's not being himself by using that tone. So I mean, it's not that natural, you know, in terms of the delivery style. It will make people confused. Either we are watching a live concert or, you know, or a talk show actually. I think
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. It's just a waste that sometimes you got high marks on the appearance and then you have low marks on the content. Am I breaking the line here? Okay. So I think which is why that, you know, I like his appearance. I like his the way he brought himself. He's quite confident. Just that,
Yeah.
intonation. True, I agree with that.
In a competition like this, I think we need to compete to one another. So I believe he need to improve on the preparation. When he finished much better, clearly to me it shows that he does not have enough time to prepare, or that is what it shows. I know he prepared, but because he don't use the time wisely, it means to me that he doesn't have enough material to complete the talk show. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So are we at the end of the competition?
I'm completing the score sheet and then I'm going to submit.
Yeah, I'm doing it the same thing. Okay.
Intan, how do we submit the mark?
Well, when you key in the marks into the Google, right? The Google Drive, so they will be easily accessible.
Oh, okay,
You just save it, and then they can access our content and the marks, and they can check from there, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I've completed all the marking for all of the contestants, so I hope they can view. Can anyone on the technical side check on behalf?
Yeah.
All right. The educators, we are actually waiting for the technical team to check.
Okay.
Okay.
Zara, you always have a good lighting on your face.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why do you look so glowing?
I think I'm facing the window. I don't have. I don't use the the what we call that.
The ring light, you mean?
The lighting is just a natural lighting from outside my window.
Or is it the Noor gave
That's the
you?
trick. That's the
That's the
trick.
trick. Yeah, you have
I
to
should
find
be
the
sitting
right.
in front of the
right
window.
I want to be outside then, so that
All
I
right,
will be
Miss
glowing.
Azrina, sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt all the three of you. All right, it seems that the marks has already been updated. You can actually check the marks and total them up.
Okay.
All right, Azrina, this is some information for you. You have to take the cumulative marks from all the three judges, add them up, and divide by 3 to get the total score, the final score of for each participant.
Okay. I got like C at math, so let's hope I'm doing it right. So this is hard. I'm nervous now. Do I have to do it again?
All right, Miss Azrina, do you want it? Do you want us to do it on your behalf?
I can do it. Just kidding.
Okay.
But
No,
if you're worried, you just want to double my, my the to double check on it. So might as well check the marks as well.
actually, the
Yeah.
adjudication committee asked if
Mhm.
you would like their help.
Intan,
Oh,
I think you
I
you
would
get them
love
to
to.
do it. Yes, because I want to give you a feedback for the participant. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, the feedback is it? Okay.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
okay, Amrita, if
it
the
would be
technical?
great if you can help me on the marks so that I wouldn't give it the wrong
Yeah, sure, Miss
calculations. Yeah.
Azrina, because all of us will be transferred to the general room
Mm-hmm.
so that you can give a general feedback.
Okay.
So
give
are
me
we
some
like,
time for the feedbacks, and then I'll compile everything. So like, let's see you at the general room. Is it possible?
Yes. Wait.
okay, while waiting, I think in turn, credit to all of the participants. I think they did a very good job. And but the effort from Vanya and Lavinia, the two of them are really putting so much of effort we can see from the result. So I think if you want to give them the credit on my I think good job and kudos to Lavinia and also Vanya. For the rest of them, it's not that I would say not enough effort, but they need to work on so many other areas as well in order to be good. Kintan?
Okay, noted. With thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ramzan. So now, are we going to be transferred to the general room, or what's next? It's so quiet.
So sorry, actually, the adjudication committee were totaling up the marks. So now we are waiting for all the adjudicators to be transferred to the general meeting room.
Okay, so you don't need me to calculate it anymore.
Yes, they have done. They have helped you to actually
Thank
calculate
you
the
for
marks.
that. Because I'm getting ready for the full feedback for each participants.
All right, sure. I guess we'll wait for the technical team to transfer us back to the general room.
All right, thank you, Miss Abigail.